Okay, so let's get into this, you guys. I know it is Sunday. I just want to totally honor you guys, your time, especially because I know a lot of you are at Super Bowl. But I wanted to plow through with this call because I think it's so important to really chat through some really, really big things, amazing things that people are doing in their businesses, give you guys some tips, give you guys some verbiage, just really get you guys into action. I love helping people just get tangible action results when they come on these calls and use it and get into action right before the week even starts. That's really something that I think has been something that has been a big part of our business over the last however many years. We actually started initially doing Sunday calls and we stepped away from them for a while. And that's one of my very favorite things of continuing with Sundays. While sometimes they're not convenient, which I get. So you guys, I of course I posted in our group and I put it on my page too, but 611 enrollments in January is mind blowing. And I think I wanted to put in there that we had 159 January last year. That's a huge jump, like massive congratulations to all of you and all of you that are really getting into action, sharing your story and helping people really transform their lives in so many different ways. We have so many amazing products we can offer, but this one alone really made a massive difference. So huge congrats to all of you guys for sure. Wanted to start with just some quick things, maybe some tangible verbiage that you guys can use while you're talking about collagen. One, I think that right now we definitely stand out far in the collagen space. It is not going to surprise me if a lot of other companies try to come out with something similar. So I think it's important to know that one, a few things that really help us, our products stand out. Of course, it's going to be the ingredients. Of course, it's going to be the science. But some verbiage that can go along with that as you're talking to people with confidence, because they're going to compare. And I like to just share simply what we have. Not necessarily comparing. So with that, what I love to talk about when I'm talking about collagen, I love to share that it's blended with powerful botanicals and micronutrients to help nourish our skin from the inside out. It's made from fish collagen, I think is super important. I think that's, not all collagen is created equal, and knowing that it is a fish collagen sustainably sourced, you guys, that's so important, from deep sea fish from the cold waters of the Atlantic and the Scandinavian regions. Like, it's not just from a passing river. It is so important that it is from very high quality waters. Type 1 collagen, I think there's a lot of different collagens out there that you guys will come across or that you'll hear about. Type 1 collagen in the form of collagen peptides, and it's rich in amino acids that supports the body's natural production of collagen. So it's going to help not only give us more collagen, but it's also going to support our body's natural processes as well, which is so incredibly important. The vitamins and minerals that are in it are key. And I think a few things with that. Vitamin C is an antioxidant rich nutrient that is required for normal collagen synthesis. So that is in there. That is a key ingredient. And then zinc is another one that they talk about a lot. And that is an essential nutrient and plays a vital role in skin, hair, and nail growth. So knowing that you guys literally have the best of the best in these products, and just really truly having the best to give, because we put ourselves out there when we're talking about isogenics, right? Like, knowing that you guys can feel so confident, knowing and growing your belief through these calls as well is something I love to have be a part of it, because I think the more you know and can learn, the more your belief grows, and that really speaks volumes when you're speaking to other people. So you can do 1 to 2 a day. It is 2 cleanse credits, but it is soy-free, gluten-free, and non-GMO. I feel like a lot of people did not know it was non-GMO because they don't blast that out there a whole lot. So it's very important to people, and also it doesn't have any added sugar. Along with that, I didn't want to get super deep into compliance, but there are some things that I did want to share because, the compliance has changed since we started. But they do want you guys to wait until there are 30 days to share before and after photos. I've been trying to play around with sharing just photos of just me, not necessarily before and after, and just maybe things I'm noticing. I may be crossing the line a little bit with that. But that's kind of the way I'm playing around with that. Also, talking through my stories or sharing ways through my stories has been very powerful. And I think that's where I get the most reach outs, because they can really hear it in my heart. in through my heart, in a way of sharing through words on my stories as well. Some approved claims for collagen elixirs: supports healthy hair, skin, and nails, helps promote skin elasticity and firmness, supports collagen production to maintain a more youthful appearance. It helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles. um, and then the statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. So that is something that that you guys should know as well, because people will be asking. So, I mean, share real results like we always have. And verbiage is important in that, but the 30 days is something that's really key. Using a high quality camera, the best angle. I even struggled with, like, I took the same photo in the same spot, same time of day, but making sure I was like even facing the same angle, it made a huge difference. So, along with that, there has been shipping delays, and I know I posted a longer thing in our business group, but I wanted you guys to know Isagenix, like, they blow my mind in so many ways. Like, they just keep getting better and better and better. And the fact that they're doing all they can to really help this launch of collagen is amazing to me in so many ways. Like, this launch was, I think, tenfold what they ever expected. And they were expecting a lot from this launch. And so for them to try to keep up, they are literally doing their best in so many ways, but they are notifying customers if it's delayed by email. So they're taking the initiative to really reach out to them and contact them and let them know with their tracking information, everything like that. They're extending their active status by 10 days for all Isagenix associates. And that is only a one-time extension, but they are doing that, which is so generous for our compensation plan. So that is just for associates. They're providing a $20 coupon for customers who have already placed an order that had extended delays. They're releasing orders with other products to ship out separately from collagen. So if you are ordering stuff with collagen, they're going to start shipping that out separate. Thank goodness, because we are short on other things because we ordered with collagen. But just know, like, that is a lot more expense to them for doing that. And so I was shocked to hear that, but I'm so grateful, of course. And then they're placing alerts like on the websites in the back office and other places with so people are, know more in advance on, some of those shipping delays. And then they're temporarily disabling the expedited shipping option, which I know I've used a lot when I run out of something. So just so you know, like, they're taking those steps to make sure that our customers are getting the best customer service as always. But if you guys ever have customers that still, maybe aren't, getting the best customer service through these things, or still struggling with something, or maybe it's not coming, or who knows what, please always reach out to me and see how I can help. Reach out to customer service as well. So, okay, that was a lot of stuff, but I wanted to touch on those because there's been a lot since college has been released. Tonight we have I should say 3 people that are talking on enrolling tips. We have had a number of people just blowing up in enrollment numbers. It's been so much fun. But I wanted to start with Barbie Erickson. She has been crushing it with collagen. It's just like totally right up your wheelhouse, I feel like, too, which is so fun, like so much fun. But Barbie, why don't you share a little bit, like, what you've been doing, or maybe what you have changed up, and maybe some tips that have been helping you since collagen was launched.
Yeah, for sure. And hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, nice to meet all of you. I wish I could get on these calls more often. We have our team calls on Monday nights, but there's so much value in tuning into these team calls. So I just appreciate all of you guys being here. And thank you so much, Amanda, for asking me to share. So I have been using Isagenix, sharing Isagenix for 6-7 years. And honestly, this was a total game changer for sure. I think I made the commitment to myself that 2021 was going to be a year that I got super, super organized from making sure I was tracking all of my connections, my contacts, and really making sure I dialed in on my follow-up, because they always say that the fortune is in the follow-up. So every single person that connected with me leading up to the launch of collagen, which is something that Isagenix did so beautifully, is they like fed us stuff to do those teasers, right? So anybody who reached out to me during that time saying that they were curious and learning more, or I actually started really tallying who was watching my IG stories. So every single person leading up to that, I sent them a recommended cart the day that it launched. You guys, I think I probably sent out 25 recommended carts that day. But a big thing is, not one of them enrolled off of that one. It was all in my follow-up. It was seriously was like, I took my leader in action formula, and on the back of it, I have all of their names written out. And I sent them, like, when I sent them recommended cards, I did check marks. And this is the most organized I've ever been in literally 6.5, 7 years. So I followed up with every single person just saying, hey, just wanted to make sure that you saw the recommended cart. Let me know if you have any questions. And then if nothing happened after that, I would also send them, hey, they just launched this awesome video that explains a little bit more about them. I sent them the Emily Vavra, the video. And yes, it's 13 minutes, but there was a lot of people who actually had questions and comments, and it just engaged more conversation after that. If they didn't respond to me in that, I found a different creative way to get into their DMs. I was commenting on their stories, or I was asking them questions on what they were posting about, completely non-isogenics related, just in the hopes that they would go back into their DMs and be like, oh yeah, she sent me that cart, or she sent me that video. So just another way to make sure that you're engaging with them, completely non-isogenics related. I'm sure there's so many people on the call that already do this, but I know it was a big tip, especially for a lot of new people who just started sharing because of collagen. And then I honestly reminded people, like, about free shipping, and it really was in the follow-up. There has been a girl that has probably reached out to me, I would say 15 times in the last 5 years. You guys, she finally pulled the trigger. Like, so it's so crazy. You never know what product it is, what timing it is, but honestly, you're never going to know unless you continue to follow up. So I would say follow up was my biggest thing that I really dialed in starting now. Also keeping track of who's watching my stories. So who are those people that are continuously watching, who aren't in isogenics already, or who, who I've even like just had casual conversation, but I've really kept tabs on them, and I'm becoming very, very intentional about getting into their DMs. So like making sure that I'm messaging them so that Instagram then pops my stuff on their news feed and me on their stories, because they know that we're in a relationship. Well, we're connecting, not necessarily in a relationship. But yeah, so I think really, and also focusing on leader in action. I've never focused on leader in action before, but really making sure that I'm focusing on leader in action, because those 4 columns truly show where your areas of where you're doing great in the business, whether it's enrolling, helping your people enroll, or us. They also shows your gaps too. So I've been really focusing on leader in action, and also having it every single week, having a time every single week. So on Fridays, I look back and look at all of my DMs from the entire week, making sure that I'm writing everybody's names down. So those are my tips, but I'm super excited to learn from Heather and Kimberly on their tips too.
Thank you. Yeah, so good. All right, Heather, rolling on to you, girl. First time you're sharing on here. I'm so excited.
It is. Hi, everyone. I'm Heather. So, like Barbie mentioned, I mean, for me, collagen was definitely a game changer. I've been using the products. I actually first started in 2013, so a while ago. Last year, I ended up enrolling a few people to, use the products. I love like Ionics every morning, no matter what, like all the time. But collagen came out, and this is when I really started sharing and enrolling people, and I got out of my own head. So that was my biggest thing. And with collagen, I do see it a little bit differently, because like I'm a party girl, I love going out. I do have a baby now, so it's a little bit more tamed. But I talk to everybody, and I don't know why I was in my own head and not sharing. But I'm also really bad with like routine and, washing my makeup off. Like I'm bad about that. So skincare, like I don't wipe things on my face, and I have really bad dry skin. And this is just a little drink. And if I can go out and take a shot when I'm out that tastes bad and doesn't benefit me at all, why can't I take 1 or 2 shots a day that help me and I like the taste of? So for me, it really just clicked. And then I got out of my own head and I shared it. I'm sharing with everyone. I'm sharing with people that I went to high school with. I graduated 10 years ago. Some of them I haven't talked to since then. I'm sharing with family, and I'll be honest, I think no is a very powerful word also. Like I get excited when people say no, because I know to move on. I'm not sitting there like, oh my gosh, do they want to order? Like, are they going to order? When are they going to order? Like, no, they are not interested. Maybe now's not the right time. Maybe it never will be, but I have an answer. So again, kind of following with Barbie, the follow-up is extremely important, but also, that first connection, whether you're reaching out to them about isogenics or reaching out to them to see how things are going. And then later on you fill it in. But I've just, like I said, and I'm going to say it again, I got out of my own head. I'm still working on it. I still can definitely improve, but I'm reaching out to everyone. Just telling them like I'm excited, and I'll be honest, I'm not very good about posting stories about isogenics. I'm getting better, but I definitely can improve. But I post a lot of stories, so I just need to fill it in, and people do watch them, and I'm keeping track, and I am, I'm reaching out to people like Barbie mentioned too, not even about isogenics, but so they start seeing my things more often, and I'm following up with them. And then it's not always like, hey, I'm using this product, do you want to try it? Like we're having a conversation and then I introduce it. But just posting, I actually had somebody enroll that is one of my good girlfriends that I was like, I'm using this new collagen. I know you like collagen. Like, I think you'd really enjoy it. I do let her know, like, there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you don't like it. There's no strings attached. And she didn't want to order it. Totally okay. I got that. No, I knew to move on. She saw a post that one of my friends posted of me and was like, I want that. Let me try it. So she ordered. So she's one of my enrollments. But I think just letting them know that it's out there, because if she didn't know that I was using this, she wouldn't have reached out to get it. So really reaching out, getting out of your own head, and then following up are my biggest tips.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it's like both of you and Barbie, both. It's like a little bit of organization, a little bit more added in, right? Along with the follow-ups and staying connected with people. Absolutely. I love that. All right. Where's Kimberly? Thank you so much, Heather. And happy birthday. For those of you who were for those of you who weren't on earlier when we were chatting about this, it is Heather's birthday and she still jumped on. And I'm pretty sure you're like at a Super Bowl party tonight too and still jumped on. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's good for me. Keep going to calls, you guys. I need to get better also. I need to hold myself accountable, but do it yourself as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it.
I'm here. So hi, I'm Kimberly, also in the Twin Cities, have been putting the isogenics nutrition in my body for 5 years. And I'm 45 and I tell everybody that I'm 45 and turning 46. And I've thankfully taken care of my skin and the nutrition has been awesome, but I said, this is the up level. So for me, Heather, we're going on the closer to the 30 years out of high school than the 10. So I have a lot of almost 50-year-olds in my network, a lot of us in the mid 40s. And I, like Barbie, when we were in Dallas, it's like, I just have to tell everybody. I came back from an event that just had us on fire. Hanging out with the Hawaiians is always like just hanging out with super fun people, but I have been really consistent on Facebook and Instagram. So, and thank you to all the people that I steal your stories, steal mine. Like, that's the beautiful thing about this. And Christine, and thank you again for the call yesterday, Christine, with the 3-way call that we had, but just keep telling people. But I also say, I got out of my head. The fact that we had the ability that there's a $25 PIB on the 6-pack collagen. And then with the share bonus right now, people literally will make all their money back. So on the value pack, you got close. Even on, the basic pack, you got close. But this is one where there's zero cost if they, thanks, Sarah. This is zero cost if they help 2 people. And I've been to Botox parties, haven't given in, but I still went to just watch people get Botox. I've been like, I know people that drop serious money on hair extensions, lash, so I got really bold and just kept saying, oh, I love you, Teresa. Kept saying girl, what do you have to lose? It's a 30-day money back guarantee and you can make your money back. No Botox party offers that. They just collect their money. So I, in the past, would be guilty of not always sharing the comp plan. So I led with the product and the fact that you help 2 people and you get your $250 back. Like that right away is, I'm like, why would you not put this in your body? You could do it for free. Who offers that? So, and just talking to a lot of people, inviting them, even if we know that free shipping ends tonight, keep thinking about what else you can be inviting people to, is being like, hey, spring break I was trying on swimsuits yesterday in the past couple of days, but you just keep telling people like, hey, spring break's coming. And like, we have skin everywhere, girls. Like not just where Botox can like work on, but like I can notice like just lines on my hips and other areas that my skin was softer. So trying on the swimsuits wasn't as horrible. So it's just that space of just talking through what are they getting ready for. My last tip is network like crazy. And when people ask like, oh, I'm not interested in this, your follow-up is like, oh, hey, great, no problem. Can you keep me in mind if you know somebody who's getting married? For me and my age, I already have friends that have kids that are getting married, which is insane. So like, do you know any mothers of the bride, mothers of the groom, anyone getting married, or a wedding photographer? Like I give about 3 or 4 examples of who would be a great introduction for me. And I've had so many people being like, oh yeah, oh sure, I'll keep you in mind. So if they say no to you, say no worries, I'm here if you change your mind, and could you keep me in mind if you know anybody getting ready for that 50-year milestone birthday, a wedding, like whatever you think they may have in their life. So then that way you can just stay top of mind.
Yes, talk about conviction right there. Yeah, conviction, belief, posture, right? Product of the product. I know you've been for a long time, right? And when you continuously see results using the products in such a, religious way, like you feel that and you want to share, right? And these collagen products specifically, the results are so much quicker. I mean, it blew me away. I saw everyone else's pictures and I was like, that's not going to be me. I've had results with Isogenics for so long, like mind blown. So love that. And referrals for sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love that. All right. Michelle is going to share the comp plan. I think this is a really important part that I want you guys to know, and not just watch tonight, but really take the time after this call to learn, because when you can really speak, it actually ties in perfectly with what Kimberly just shared. I wish I could say I planned this. But Kimberly was just talking about how she, having her people grab too and getting it for free or paid for. And this is exactly what Michelle is going to walk through, is using the comp plan with collagen to get your people paid, but also, get you paid at the same time. So thank you so much, Kimberly. Michelle, I think I need to probably have you present.
I'm going to just draw it on my whiteboard, so I don't need to share.
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you.
Plans.
Change of plan.
Like, oh, that's all I need to do is draw it out. Okay, no big deal. I could use the practice.
I love it.
So
right.
Hello.
You're good.
Else? Okay. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle. I'm in the Madison area, and I've been using the products for over 4 years now. But this collagen has been a game changer. January was absolutely a huge month for me, my biggest month yet, and it's been so much fun to share this. So I just have to add one more thing onto the sharing thing. So I have been sending the Hillary Courtney message to people, trying to do a minimum of 10 a day. And one of the ladies I sent a message to came back to me yesterday, and she's like, I have seen probably 6 or 7 people posting about this, and not one of them has asked me to try it. I was the only one that reached out to her and was like, hey, do you want info? Like personal message to her. So send those personal messages. They really mean a lot. And if they're not interested, cool, who cares? But I've just been super surprised at the people who have been like, yeah, I'll order the 6-pack. How do I order? Like, no big deal. I'm like, okay. So that message has been working. But yes, I love that there's a $25 PIB with the 6-pack, because people can get their package paid for. And last month I created 3 consultants just by having them, share some collagen with someone. So it's so easy. So I have my little board here, and I realize now it might be a little backwards when I draw this, but if you guys want to draw it with me, I think it's great practice for all of us to just be able to draw this out for somebody on a piece of paper, a napkin, whatever it might be. So here's us, happy little beautiful collagen users. And we are going to share it with 2 people. So it is going to be our best friend and our mom or sister or whoever. So when they get started on a 6-pack, you are going to get a $25 product introductory bonus. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see, but you can at least hear what I'm saying. So they're going to get the $25 product introductory bonus for getting that package. The 4-pack gets 10. I've honestly only had one person order the 4-pack. Everyone else has gone with the 6. So it's definitely the best way to go. And when they do that within the same week, which runs Monday through Sunday, those bonuses are going to double. So the 25 turns into 50. So 50 plus 50 is going to get you $100 in PIBs, product introductory bonuses. Plus that's going to make you a consultant having 2 people order 100 BV. So you're going to get the $100 consultant bonus. So consultant. And then right now we have the share bonus. So you're going to get another $50 for that. And that's how someone can make $250 just by getting 2 people started on collagen. So super simple. And then I'm just going to take it one step further just to show you how awesome it can be. So your best friend is going to share with 2 people. Her sister and her mom are going to get started. And then your mom is going to share with her best friend and your aunt. They're going to get started. So when you help somebody get 2 people started and they become a consultant, you're going to make a $100 bonus on each of them. They're also going to get a $100 consultant bonus, but you get the $100 consultant bonus. So that is $200 for a total of $450. And when you do this within your first 60 days, you're going to get a $250 manager bonus. So add on that $250 and now you've made $700. And then next after that, when you help 6 people become a consultant, you're a director and you'll get a $750 bonus in your first 120 days. That's the deadline. And when you help 10 people become a consultant, you'll get a $1,000 bonus in your first 180 days. So tons of bonuses and money on the line. And that's not even talking about cycles or the pools that we have to play in every month. So any questions on that? I know it went kind of fast, but
No, you're good. Thank you.
yeah, you bet. Thanks for asking me.
For sure. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that message part too from Hillary Courtney. That was from her power hour from the first collagen week, right? I think Teresa put that in the chat for us. Yeah. I don't think we actually moved that into the biz group. So thanks for showing that in here. All right, Danny Leverson, this girl, maybe you can share your own little journey with us since December. You were sharing with me today. I don't think I realized all of it. So why don't you share your journey a little bit? Yeah.
Sure. So I'm Danny. I don't know who all knows me, but I think most of you do. I've been using Isogenics since 2013, but kind of sharing it for about 7 years. Sorry, my husband's watching the Super Bowl upstairs and he's yelling. So with the collagen, at the end of December, you guys, I was at associate. So obviously I only had one side active. By the end of January, I was 2 director. So this collagen totally rocked it. And how I did that, I started my own collagen group a week before the launch. So I just created a lot of interest of, what this collagen was. And like Barbie and everyone else, I had my list. I went through all my current members, all my past members, reached out to all of them. I went through messages of people who have ever talked about Isogenics, anyone where I'm like, oh, they're a hairstylist, they're own a salon, anyone, and sent that message that Hillary Courtney had, sent that if they're interested, sent them a video. Then I said, hey, we have this group. So then they're in the group just watching, kind of creeping through and watching what everyone else is saying. And once they reached out and we kind of talked about it, if they said, oh, that's too much, well, have 2 people, $250. And as soon as they hear $250, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, grab your husband and your mom. I've had people who are like, no, it's too much. And 2 days later, like, I'm ready. I have my 2 people. So it's just been crazy, just a different posture and not be scared about sharing the money piece. People are, I think, really used to sharing now, and network marketing is kind of more of a norm to others out there that why not? And you don't really have to coach through stuff. It's just drink these once or twice and you're good to go. So yeah, it's crazy.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for keeping it simple. I love that about you. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing job. And your work is most definitely paid off. So congrats to you. Thank you guys all for going like short and quick and right to the point. I appreciate it. I'm not so good at that. I'm trying to be. Okay, but one more thing. I literally only just going to keep you guys a couple more minutes. I know there's some fancy football game on, but I want you guys to create a voice memo. This will not take long, I promise, but I want you guys to use this voice memo. I want you guys to send 10 messages, maybe more with it, but you can also save that and utilize that to send to 10 people. It could be honestly just using that Hillary Courtney script. What you guys can do is literally use that script. And I didn't even plan to use that script, but I'm just going to throw it right into what I plan to do tonight because that is perfect because it gives you guys word for word. So if you open up the chat, Teresa posted it in here, but record your voice saying that script so it comes to someone in a heartfelt way. And you can Facebook message it to yourself and copy and forward it from there. You can use the voice memo feature on your phone. You can whatever, you can voice message a text to yourself. But yeah, no judging at all. But I want you guys to create this. Maybe I can post it again. And I want you guys to send it to 10 people or more tonight, honestly, to get a jump start on your week. I think that's so important. So you can either send it to people following up if you have connected before on collagen, and if they haven't ordered. So if you want to follow up with those people, or you can just straight out ask people if they've heard about collagen and want more information. So you can use one of those options. Or like I said, just use the Hillary Courtney verbiage and create it so it is ready. And you guys literally just have to forward that on. So I will paste it again in the chat. I'll give you guys just a few minutes to create that. Thanks, Sarah.
Can I quickly ask, do you ask all the questions in one voice memo? It seems like it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if this doesn't feel like a good fit for you to do a voice memo, you can certainly just use this one to text. You could simply just create your own voice memo if you want to use that out of your own verbiage to follow up with people on collagen, or create one that is just a direct ask for someone maybe you haven't talked to them about collagen. Yeah. All right, and we will leave it at that, you guys. I would encourage you to send, if you haven't yet, finish your 10 people tonight and do 10 people every single day next week and get in that habit, create that habit for long-term success. So thank you all for our speakers tonight that helped and added so much value. I'm so grateful. Total dream team we have here. And I just wake up so grateful for that every single day. So happy Sunday. Have a great week, you guys.